Have you ever tried to build something without instructions? Maybe a model airplane or a piece of furniture? It can get pretty messy, right? You might end up with extra parts, or the whole thing might just fall apart. Well, building software or a new system is a lot like that, but way more complicated. You need a clear plan, a blueprint that everyone can understand. That's where something called use case modeling comes in. It's a way of figuring out exactly what a system needs to do before we even start building it. Think of it as writing the instruction manual first, so you know what the finished product is supposed to do and how people will use it. So what is a use case? It's simply a story. It's a story about how someone or something will interact with the system to achieve a specific goal. For example, if we're designing an online bookstore, one use case might be buy a book. This story would describe all the steps involved. A customer finds a book, adds it to their shopping cart, enters their payment information, and confirms the purchase. By capturing these stories, we create a complete picture of all the functions the system must perform. The real beauty of use cases is that they focus on the what, not the how. They describe what the system needs to accomplish from the user's point of view without getting bogged down in technical details. This makes them incredibly easy for everyone to understand, whether you're a software developer, a project manager, or the client. Everyone can read the story and agree, yes, that's exactly what I want to happen. This shared understanding is the foundation of any successful project. In the world of systems analysis and design, this is a very big deal. Before use cases, requirement documents were often long, technical, and frankly pretty boring. They were hard to read and even harder to understand, leading to confusion and mistakes. Use case modeling changed all of that. It turned the process into a collaborative storytelling exercise. By focusing on the user's goals and interactions, it ensures that the system we build is actually useful and does what people need it to do. It's science. Well, computer science, and it's a brilliant way to design things. One of the biggest, most fantastic benefits of using use cases is how they improve communication. Think about it. You have a team of people. Developers who write code, testers who look for bugs, managers who watch the schedule, stakeholders, the people who actually want the system. All these people need to be on the same page. Use cases act as a common language. Developer reads "search for a product" and knows what to build. Tester reads it and knows what to test. Stakeholder reads it and confirms needs are met. It bridges the gap between technical and non-technical people. Another amazing benefit: use cases help manage project requirements. We break that big idea into smaller, manageable goals. List products, manage inventory, process customer payments. Documenting all use cases ensures a complete, detailed requirements list. From a developer's view, use cases are a roadmap for building and testing. Teams plan sprints around delivering one or more use cases. Finally, use cases are a powerful tool for managing scope. With a defined set of use cases agreed up front, everyone knows what's included and what's not. It keeps everyone focused and the project on track. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. In the world of use cases, there are two main components: actors and the use cases themselves. An actor is anyone or anything that interacts with the system. It's the who in our story. For our online bookstore, a customer is a classic example of an actor. A store manager who adds new books and updates prices is another actor. They have different goals and interact with the system in different ways. An actor is typically drawn as a simple stick figure in diagrams. Now, a use case represents a goal that an actor wants to achieve with the system. It's the what they want to do. We usually represent it as an oval or an ellipse with a short verb-noun phrase inside. View account history. Submit a book review. A use case should provide measurable value to the actor. Log in by itself isn't a great use case. Their goal is to do something after logging in, like manage profile. But wait, there's more. Actors don't always have to be people. They can be other systems. These are called non-human actors or secondary actors. Payment gateway. Validating a payment. Shipping carrier system. Schedule delivery and get a tracking number. These non-human actors are crucial for understanding the system's complete environment. We can also categorize actors as primary or secondary. A primary actor initiates the interaction to achieve a goal. Customer who wants to buy a book. A secondary actor helps the system complete the use case. Payment gateway as a secondary actor. Understanding these different types helps show how information flows in and out of the system. Just like characters in a story have relationships, so do actors and use cases. These relationships are shown with lines and arrows in a use case diagram, and they help us understand how everything works together. The most basic and common relationship is the association. This is simply a solid line connecting an actor to a use case. It means that the actor participates in that use case. For instance, a line between the customer actor and the search for books use case indicates that a customer can perform a search. It's beautifully simple. Next, we have two very important relationships that help us organize and simplify our use cases: includes and extends. An includes relationship is used when one use case contains common steps that are also found in other use cases. For example, both view order history and update profile might require the user to be logged in. Instead of writing the login steps in both use cases, we can create a separate login use case and have the other two include it. The extends relationship is a bit different. It's used to show optional or exceptional behavior. It says that under certain conditions, a use case might be extended with extra steps. For example, our main use case could be place an order. An extending use case might be apply a discount code. Most of the time, people will just place an order. But sometimes, if they have a discount code, they will perform the extra steps. Finally, we can also show relationships between actors themselves. This is called inheritance or generalization. We can have a general actor type and then more specific versions of that actor. For instance, we might have a general user actor. Then, we could have customer and administrator as more specific types of users. Both are users, but they have different levels of access and can perform different actions. This helps reduce clutter in our diagrams by showing shared capabilities. So, how do we actually go about building one of these awesome use case models? Well, it's a step-by-step process, and it all starts with a conversation. The first step is to identify all the actors. Remember, these are the people or systems that will interact with the system we're building. Sit down with project stakeholders who know the business inside and out and brainstorm a list. Who will be using this system? Who will need to maintain it? What external systems must it talk to? We list every single one. The second step is to figure out what each actor wants to do. Ask, what is their main goal in using this system? Customer goals: find a book, purchase a book. Administrator goals: add a new book. Capture every primary goal. Third step, draw the use case diagram. It gives a high-level map of system functionality. Draw actors as stick figures. Draw use cases as ovals. Draw lines, associations, to connect actors and use cases. Look for relationships like includes. Look for relationships like extends. Aim for a clear overview. Fourth and final step, write the use case narratives. Diagram equals big picture. Narratives equal the details. For each use case, write the step-by-step interaction story. Flesh out the main flow, the happy path. Also document alternative and error flows. What if a credit card is declined? These narratives become the requirements developers use. The trickiest part can be figuring out where to begin. The secret is to ask the right questions. When you're trying to identify actors, it's like being a detective. Leave no stone unturned. Ask about the life cycle of information. What triggers an actor to start using the system? Ask about responsibilities. What info do they need to create, read, update, or delete? These questions help you explore all interactions and build a comprehensive list of use cases. A use case diagram gives you the table of contents, but the use case narratives are the actual chapters of your story. This is where you describe in detail what happens. We can document these narratives at different levels of detail. Early on, we might just write a high-level summary. This is a brief, one-paragraph description of the use case's goal and main steps. For our buy a book use case, a high-level narrative might say, the customer searches for a book, adds it to the cart, proceeds to checkout, provides shipping and payment information, and confirms the order to complete the purchase. It's short, sweet, and gives a quick overview. As the project progresses, we need more detail. This is when we write the expanded or detailed narrative. This format is much more structured and thorough. It typically includes sections like the use case name, the actors involved, a summary, and preconditions. What must be true before the use case can start? For example, customer must be logged in. It also includes post-conditions. What will be true after the use case is successfully completed, such as an order is created in the system. This structure makes the document clear and easy for developers and testers to follow. The most important part of the detailed narrative is the main flow of events, also known as the happy path. This is a numbered step-by-step description of the most common, successful interaction between the actor and the system. For buy a book, step 1 might be customer clicks the Add to Cart button. Step 2 could be system displays the shopping cart contents. Each step clearly defines an action by the actor or a response from the system. This step-by-step format leaves no room for ambiguity and serves as a direct guide for development. Of course, things don't always go perfectly. That's why we also document alternative flows and exception flows. An alternative flow describes a different path the user might take, but one that still leads to success. For example, instead of checking out immediately, the customer might choose to continue shopping. An exception flow describes what happens when things go wrong. What if the customer's credit card is declined? What if the book they want is out of stock? Documenting these exceptions is incredibly important because it forces us to think about error handling and build a more robust, user-friendly system. A well-written narrative considers all the possibilities. The trickiest part of creating a use case model can be figuring out where to even begin. How do you make sure you've found all the actors and use cases? The secret is to ask the right questions. These questions act as prompts to get everyone thinking from the user's perspective. When you're trying to identify actors, it's like being a detective, gathering clues about all the people and things that will touch your system. To find your actors, start with these key questions. Who will use the system's main functions? Customer, employee. Who will be responsible for managing and maintaining the system? System administrator, content manager. Does the system need to interact with any other external systems? Payment gateway, barcode scanner? Who is interested in the results or data from the system? Reporting manager. Once you have a solid list of actors, shift focus to identifying use cases. For each actor, ask, what is this actor's primary goal for using the system? A use case should represent a complete task that provides value. Librarian goals might be, check out a book, register a new member. Avoid listing tiny steps like enter name as use cases. The goal isn't entering a name, it's registering a member. Dig deeper. Ask about the life cycle of information. What triggers an actor to start using the system? For a customer, the trigger might be wanting product information. Ask about actor responsibilities. What info do they need to create, read, update, or delete? Examples for an administrator: create a new user account, view user details, update user permissions, delete a user account. These questions help you explore all interactions and build a comprehensive list of use cases. Once you have a collection of use cases, 20, 50, or even 100 different goals, you can't build everything at once, so how do you decide where to start? This is where project management tools like a use case ranking priority matrix come in. This is a simple but powerful grid that helps you organize your work. On one axis, importance to business. How critical is this function? On the other axis, complexity to build. How hard will it be for developers? It's a way to sort your use cases logically. Using this matrix, you and your team can place each use case into one of the grid's quadrants. For example, a use case that is very important to the business and also easy to build is a clear winner. That's probably what you should work on first. A use case that is not very important and very complex should probably be moved to the bottom of the list or even questioned whether it's needed at all. This process provides a clear, data-driven way to prioritize work, ensuring you're delivering the most value as early as possible. Another incredibly useful tool for planning is the use case dependency diagram. This simple diagram helps visualize how use cases relate to one another in terms of prerequisites. For example, you can't build the view order history use case until you have first built the place and order use case, and you can't build that until you have a create an account use case. The dependency diagram shows these relationships with arrows, creating a flow that dictates the order in which things must be built. It's like a recipe. You have to mix the ingredients before you can put the cake in the oven. By combining the priority matrix with the dependency diagram, a project manager can create a solid, logical development plan. They can group related use cases together into development cycles or sprints. For example, the first sprint might focus on building all the core user account functionalities. The next sprint might tackle the product catalog. This approach of bundling related, high-priority use cases into packages of work makes the entire development process more organized, efficient, and predictable. It's science in action, bringing order to the chaos of a complex project. So as we've seen, use case modeling isn't just some abstract technical exercise. It is a fundamental key to project success. It all starts with communication. By telling simple stories about what the system needs to do, use cases create a shared language that everyone on the project can understand. The stakeholders can verify the system will meet their needs. The developers get a clear blueprint, and the testers get a precise script for what to check. This alignment is critical for preventing misunderstandings and ensuring everyone is working toward the same goal. Use cases also bring a powerful sense of organization to a project. The process forces us to break down a large, intimidating project into small, manageable pieces of work. Each use case becomes a self-contained unit that can be planned, developed, and tested. This makes it much easier to estimate effort, track progress, and celebrate small victories along the way. Instead of a long, uncertain journey, the project becomes a series of clear, achievable steps. This structured approach helps keep the team motivated and the project moving forward in a predictable way. Furthermore, use cases are the ultimate tool for managing project scope. By defining and agreeing upon a set of use cases at the start, the team establishes a clear boundary. Everyone knows what's in and what's out. When new ideas come up, the team can evaluate them against the existing use cases. This prevents scope creep and allows informed decisions about new requirements. In the end, it all comes down to this: use cases ensure that we build the right system. By focusing relentlessly on the user's goals, we make sure that the final product is actually useful and valuable. It's easy to get lost in cool technology and fancy features, but if those things don't help an actor achieve their goal, they are a waste of time and money. Use case modeling keeps the team grounded and focused on what truly matters, delivering a system that works for the people who use it. And that, my friends, is a truly brilliant way to build things. It's science. Use case modeling provides a complete methodology for understanding, documenting, and building systems that truly serve their users. It's a proven approach that transforms chaotic requirements into organized, actionable development plans. Whether you're building a simple website or a complex enterprise system, use cases provide the foundation for success. They empower teams to communicate clearly, plan effectively, and deliver systems that users actually want and need. So the next time you're faced with a complex system to build, remember the power of the simple story. Start with your actors, identify their goals, tell their stories, and watch as clarity emerges from complexity. Use case modeling, turning user needs into system success, one story at a time. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of use case modeling.